Hey, what is up guys? This is Yasha from Crisp Tech today with another video, and today I'm going to be looking at the Spigen Slim Armor case for the Nexus 6, so let's get started. So before we get started, I want to give a shout out to my friend Mahin from Real Ninja TV for making me the intro that you guys just saw. And make sure to go and check out his channel. He also makes great YouTube content. So now let's talk about the case itself. And so let's start off with the feel of this case. I really like the way this case feels, and this case, it's really good feel in the hand. And the Nexus 6 without the case is kind of slippery. So with this case and the plastic bands around it, it really helps to grip your phone. Plus there's also a leaf in front of the screen, so it does protect it a little bit. You can add screen protector, so it would give it more protection, because I am kind of scared when I drop it on a rock or something that my screen would crack. So but I have dropped it and nothing has happened so far, so hopefully, you know, this case performs as well as it has so far. So now let's talk about the ports and the buttons. I did have some issues. So the ports are fine, but the headphone jack right here, the plastic is kind of getting thinner and thinner by the day. So I am scared that one day it'll snap in half and break or something. So I have to take really good care of this case and not be rough and tough with it now, especially that part. But I have dropped this case so many times, and this has taken a good beating with the case. So I really give Spigen props for making a slim case that works out really well. And another issue that I had is this power button right here. The button, I think I'm not sure if it's the phone or this, because I know that the Moto X had an issue for the power button going in over time. But when I use the phone, the power button's fine. But when the case is on, the power button here is like basically touching the case. So I have to like find the power button, and it does get a bit confusing, since like all these buttons are split in three. That like I have to find the right one. When I don't have the case on, the two buttons, the volume buttons are connected, so it's much easier to find it. I bought this case especially because this phone was slippery, and I didn't want to drop this phone, since because the glass does, when the case isn't on, the glass does leap over the casing of the phone itself. So I bought a case right away. But when I reviewed it, I did use it without a case, and as you guys saw in that video, if you guys saw it, I dropped it a couple of times, but it wasn't much. But this case, I've dropped it more than 10 times, I would say, and the color has been coming off, but it has held up really well, and I really like the feeling of this case. But again, the power button issue is a big deal, but I found a solution with this. I just took a tiny piece, just the thinnest piece of paper, and I put it in right here, and you just have to get it just right, or you know, it'll press power, it'll hold your power button and restart your phone sometimes. So you do have to be careful of that. The charging port on the bottom right here, since I use a third-party charger, it does have a little bit of scuffing right here, because I don't use a custom charger. And the plastic right back over here does start to like scrub off, like it's like getting thinner back over here too. But again, that's over time, so that shouldn't be an issue. And for this one, the plastic is big enough for it, so that shouldn't be a big issue. But other than that, I really love this case, and I would recommend it to most people who don't like cases and do mind a bulky case. This is a really good case to own, and I am trying to put a skin on this, since I want to show off the really thinness of the phone. Because if you ever put a case on anything, it does get it always looks thicker than it is. So every time since this phone is pretty big, if I give it to someone to use it, they'll always tell me, oh, this phone is big, and then when I take the case off, they're like, oh, okay, this phone is kind of thin. It's still big, but so it does distort the phone a little bit, but I really like the case, and it really helps in holding the phone since it is a bit slippery. Also, I like there's no Nexus cut out right here. I would have really enjoyed that, since I do like to, like, a lot of people ask me, oh, what phone is this? So I would have loved to show them, oh, this is a Nexus, and, like, you know, because I do have to give them a long explanation, like what a Nexus is, who makes it, and Google and all that. But that's a first world problem, so that's not an issue. So finally, guys, I really do like this case, and I would recommend that anyone would buy it who wants to protect their phone, buy the case. And if you guys don't mind the bulk, then I would suggest you go with the higher one, which is the tough armor. And I'm not sure about the pricing since it does fluctuate a lot, but I'll leave the link in the description for Amazon, since they do have the cheapest. They do have it cheaper than regular from Spigen themselves. So I'll leave a link in the description for that. But finally, guys, that's about it for the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video if you guys enjoy. And don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below what you guys think about this case. And if you guys have any questions or anything, just leave a comment and I'll be sure to respond to you guys. And also, don't forget to follow me on my social media like Snapchat, Facebook, and Instagram, and Twitter. I do post a lot of exclusives and stuff on Snapchat, like early access. And so be sure to follow me on that, especially because I'm the most active on there. And this has been Yosh from Crisp Tech, and see you guys next time. Peace.